if your traditional Islam fucking remove the speakers. Remove those fucking speakers. And, you know, this is what the biggest problem of Islam is that it's full of double standards.
What are you talking about?
So you didn't like the adhan? So you take this out of this preposition, belief, disbelief, and non-belief. Yours is non-belief. You don't believe and you don't disbelieve.
I reject your categorization.
Okay, no problem. So,
because the universe will not force to 4 or 3 choices. The universe is more complex. I hope you accept that.
Do you accept that the universe explains its own existence?
Let me continue with the previous thread. Okay. What was I talking about?
I was talking about, when you finished, I brought up the subject of you being a well-traveled man.
Thank you. What do I believe? Okay, so the caveman, so the lightning strike.
Yep.
And then could not imagine what kind of divine power created that fire. And then later, during civilization, we learned that it's weather, lightning. And so we erased the caveman's belief of a higher dimension, higher power, because we learned about it. And through that civilization, we learned about more and more things, and we squeezed out the divine power from more aspects of our life.
I find the opposite. We are at one point trying to give everything that we couldn't understand about the natural world, and we said, oh, this spiritual thing did it, or this did it, that did it, this, supreme thing, something did it. But later on, as we went through the periods of reason and enlightenment, we realized, as we developed our methodologies of scientific experimentation to understand our natural world, there seems to be some fundamental truths in this world. Our world is rational. Our world is rational. We can make meaning out of it. Why? There are things that are operational in this universe, in our cosmos, that doesn't just simply flip-flop. We've discovered these as fundamental laws of nature. Laws of electromagnetism.
We're still discovering.
Yeah, but as we've discovered them, we profoundly now are at a loss to explain this without invoking a super intelligence behind all of this. I will tell you, of course you can, but let's see how we can disagree. We look at the precise arrangement of this world. Precision, design and engineering. We look at the tree, the water defies gravity, goes up from the roots to the branches with capillary suction. That is a design feature. Everywhere I look, yourself, your liver, so much design. When you and I were only cell as a zygote, become a blastocyst, 2 cells, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, and we would multiply. What happened was, those cells started differentiating into different kind of cells. The cells of the liver differentiated them from the cells of the heart or the cells of the skin, and they started migrating towards a place and form the tissue, knowing exactly where to go, how to aggregate themselves based on a precise instruction, which is coded in the DNA. So I look at the DNA and I look at this language of the DNA. Precise information which is high level complexity.
Let's go with the idea that the world, if it's subjected to radiation, or something, a biological being is subjected to radiation, it mutates, right? Yeah, it changes, right? Would you say that information is gained or lost?
There's no information.
There's no information.
No information.
There's no information.
No lost. Probably the sum of information. Looking at entropy, the sum of information is probably identical, but the contents of the information changed.
But as long as you recognize that there is entropy involved in changing things, right?
Those things are not tied together.
Body language?
Well, if entropy, what is entropy for you?
What is it for you?
Well, you were the one that made the claim of entropy. You brought that understanding, and I need to know what you mean by that.
Okay. I mean exactly how physics mean it.
Which is what? The transfer of energy?
Entropy.
The transfer, at a very basic level, the transfer of energy? No?
Entropy is increasing over time.
Disorder or order?
Of what?
Entropy itself is increasing over time. For example, if you look at the video,
Yeah.
and some person is walking,
Yes.
you can tell from the video if he's walking forward or walking backward, because entropy increases over time. You can even tell if somebody's faking it and walking backwards. You can even tell which way time is. So entropy has an arrow identical vector with time.
So entropy is the movement, the linear movement of energy from one moment in time to another.
No, there's no energy involved.
There's no energy whatsoever.
Entropy, if you want to insist on defining it, defined by complexity.
Sorry?
Complexity.
Complexity.
Entropy almost equivalent to complexity, but it is
Complexity
not
of what?
equivalent.
So if you recognize the complexity within the world, things become more complex, things lose complexity.
Entropy never allows you to lose complexity.
So I'm just going by your definition. There's constant entropy, and things can just simply increase in complexity, right?
That's also not true.
Okay. Is that a fixed law?
And explain to me, give me your definition again.
Is entropy a fixed law?
If you look at Hyde Park today and look at a picture 15 years ago, the trees were smaller, less trees, less everything.
Yeah.
Yes, and they became more complex.
You can tell entropy moved forward.
May I ask you, how do you account for the existence of entropy in our world? Where do you have these laws, as precise and fixed as you are explaining, come from?
Yes.
You are referring to Einstein's belief in God. Because whenever Einstein...
No, what's your belief? What he's saying is, entropy, if it accounts for mechanisms within the world, and the world had a beginning, was it?
No.
No,
We don't know.
Okay.
We don't know if it had a beginning. We really don't know. Symbolically speaking. Define universe. Define beginning. Define axiomatic. So those are not fixed.
But these are easy to define. What's not easy to explain from what I humbly say from your perspective is when we see our universe, which is something, matter, energy, interconvertible, we understand that now. If we exist now as something, there cannot be a time in the past where there was absolute nothingness, where there is no energy, there is no potentiality, because such a state of thing cannot make anything. That is a fundamental truth that we can accept, and you can't add or take away from it. We don't need to say, I don't know enough.
No, we do say, I don't know enough.
Can something come out of nothing?
No, we don't. Okay. If you define it that way, then the answer is no.
Exactly.
But if you define it that we had a beginning of the universe, latest scientific advancement,
I'm going.
there was no beginning.
Yeah, fine. They talk about the point of origin and multiverse and many things. But what I'm saying is, do you accept that there was something always in existence? If nothing cannot bring something? Because that's what it follows logically.
Something was always in existence.
Has to be.
Define always.
You and I, in this point of time, in a period of time, so we have a framework that we can refer back to, a standard, past, present, and future, because we are within it, within the time frame. So I can meaningfully explain to you what I mean by future, what I mean by present, and what I mean by past. Within that framework of understanding, I am saying something has to always be there, regardless of this time frame, whether you accept it or not, it has to be there. There will be never a moment, because I'm bringing the same language again, a period, an instance, a situation where there will be nothing. So it's atemporal. I don't need to bring time in but something has to always exist atemporally. Otherwise, you are saying nothing can exist and then something came out of it. So if you don't say, then you have to accept something is atemporally existent.
Remember when science said the universe is 2.7 billion, 2.3 billion years old?
13.8. 13.8.
Remember when they said
it in the past?
In the past.
2.3. And then 5 years later, when Hubble was in space, they said 4.7. And now the Webb is in space, and then at 14.7. No, wait. This is the point here, is that if the scientists said that our instruments can see this far in distance, can infer this far back in time, this is what we think today the universe is, then I would say you scientists did a good job. But the scientists didn't do a good job because they said the universe is 3.3 billion years old. 5 years later, when we have a better instrument, the universe is 4.7 years old. No. If they had said, we have now better instruments, more sensitivity, we can see further away, we can see further in the past, we think 4.7 billion years is the correct distance. So wait. The new telescope is now 14.7.
So how does this answer the question as to whether the universe has a beginning or
It's
not?
the same answer as the cavemen looked at the lightning and made the conclusion that's a supernatural.
No, that's through inferences. We're talking about axiomatic truths. Either the universe always existed, and you don't need to increase in our technology or being able to look into the universe to know whether that's true or false.
When we have more and more technology and more precise, sensitive instruments, would they come up with that we don't exist? Everything is an illusion, do you think?
What I think is the same ignorance that allowed the caveman to think that lightning is a super.
So you believe in the science of the gaps?
The same phenomena made the caveman believe it's a supernatural phenomena. Is the same phenomena we are questioning those same things because we don't know.
This has nothing to do.
We're changing it.
Is the Earth a triangle? Our Earth.
Is it a sphere?
So can we settle this question, or do we have to say we need precise instruments?
A stupid question.
No, it's not. It's not. I'm addressing your science of the gaps argument. We don't have sensitive instruments yet to answer all these questions. For the Earth's, the way it is, the structure of it, we've actually gone outside the Earth and gone all around it to observe it. So we don't need any more sensitive instrument to say it's flat or it's a triangle or this. We know how it looks like.
You're bringing in flat earth people? What
No.
the hell is this?
No, what I'm saying is
listen.
I am addressing your science of the gaps argument, which is I don't know anything about this yet. I can't really give you an answer because in the future, we are like cavemen now. In the future, we will know. So in terms of something always existing, that something cannot make any transformation. I'm now just giving you the reason why we make that point. Transformation is a change.
Einstein's relativity states that now is defined differently for different observers.
Yes, because he had a philosophical bent.
No.
Yes, he was a
This is physical.
He was a positivist. He believed that the past, present, and future they equally exist. We mean no. This
has nothing to do.
Okay, go on.
The relativity itself is now defined differently.
What was his philosophical paradigm?
No, it was not philosophical.
I'm asking you. Every scientific experimentation we do is rooted on a philosophical paradigm. What was his philosophical paradigm?
I don't know.
Then how can you say no?
No, I'm not talking about philosophical paradigm. I'm talking about
Science is rooted in philosophical paradigms.
Tell us how relativity relates to the present.
Relativity defines time differently for different observers, based upon their position, based upon the speed of light, and based upon their speed relative to their environment.
Sure.
So now is not defined as
No, that's
now
wrong. No, that's completely wrong. Either you're ignorant of relativism, or you're ignorant of the present moment. Hold on. I'm not judging. I'm going to prove it. I'm going to prove it to you. Relativism is the what's the word? The relative spatial differences between existing things. So the spatial area that you occupy is different to the spatial area that he occupies, and it's different to the spatial area that I occupy. But how does that now mean that we don't share the same present moment? I've never heard Einstein say that, for instance, when time dilation takes place through maybe traveling closer to the speed of light or being close to a black hole, that people, they share a different present moment. Tell me how.
Einstein didn't say anything.
Okay, so what's relativity got to do with us sharing the present moment?
That's the part of relativity that
No, I don't think
makes time based upon gravitational force.
Okay, did you have a past?
That's what I'm
Did you have a past moment? Let's be very, very blunt. Did you have a past moment at all? Were you always like this, or were you younger and different? Have you gone through the era of time where there was a past and traversed it?
5 years ago, when you experienced something, you had a particular view of it. Today you're smarter. I am smarter than 5 years ago. Can you recall how much difference is that what you see today?
No, not in terms of the present moment. The present moment is the same for people who lived 1,000,000 years ago as it is today and as it's going to be in the future.
Okay. So you need to have some kind of coherence in terms of any philosophical instruments that we give. Does it make sense? Does it have a good explanatory power and scope? Would you agree?
It doesn't have to have any of those traits.
Then how do you accept something to be true?
That's why I'm not accepting.
So in other words, you don't care about truth.
What is truth? What is care?
Are you alive? Are you alive? Or is that not true either?
That's an axiom there. You see
But
me.
is that a true statement that you're alive?
I don't know.
So you could be dead.
I'm kind of retired, so I'm half alive, half dead. No, this is.
Do you exist?
What's your name?
The truth claim.
Peter,
Peter, I'm Mansoor. This is my friend Hamza, my brother.
trying to force feed me a particular point of view.
No. We're going to the fundamentals. Let's give you another more fundamental truth claim. Does Peter exist? Do you exist?
Fundamental. Reject them, all those things, because your meaning has a different dimension than my meaning.
Do you know what you just said there is a fundamental truth? You just said truth, fundamentals. Reject that. You've just acknowledged that there's one fundamental truth, which is truth, fundamentals. Reject that.
I'm not rejecting mine. I'm rejecting yours.
Exactly. The moment you affirm yours and reject others, you affirm there is a fundamental truth already.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
This
This is the
And then-
exist, non-exist.
So do you recognize that you just refuted yourself?
No, I recognize the non-existing and existing, non-existing.
You recognize.
I recognize it, but
What happens when we die, according to your worldview? Once we die, what happens? Do worms come and eat you and then that's the end of it? Or is there another life afterwards?
Do you think with what
No, not what I think. I can tell you what I think as Muslims, not what I think we accept to be true. I'm just interested in your worldview. When we all die, what happens? Nothing?
all the biological force, the thoughts, everything will
So you will just,
lose power?
so you just disappear into oblivion, nothing, right? So there's no meaning in life.
I am sensitive to what you say, but please listen instead. So I asked the Imam, please, only once a week or once a day. Obviously, I had the motive of the singing 5 o'clock in the morning. And then the Imam would say, like, no, we are traditional Islam. We will speak to our Creator 5 times a day as ordained. And I'm like, if you're traditional Islam, fucking remove the speakers. Remove those fucking speakers. And, you know, this is what the biggest problem of Islam is that it's full of double standards.
What are you talking about?
So you didn't like the adhan?
Double standards.
Did you like the adhan? Did you like the adhan? The call of prayer, you didn't like it?
I accept it.
No, you didn't like it. You didn't want the loud voice to come, right?
Yeah, because it's a speaker every kilometer.
Right. So they have to accommodate you because you're. Then why are you complaining?
I'm not complaining. I'm having a hypothetical conversation with the Imam.
Is that conversation of complaint or saying I approve? Well done, thank you. Yeah, carry on with your tradition. What is it?
Once a day.
Oh, so you don't like 5 times a day? You want once a day? So you're complaining.
If you didn't hear the message.
So you're complaining. So basically, what I've understood is this. If you love someone, it's okay if you once in a lifetime you say, hi, how are you doing? Like your parents or your children, for example. Do you have children, kids? Yeah. So don't speak to them every day or every month or every year. Speak to them maybe once in 20 years. Just say, I'm catching up with you because I love you so much. Because I love you so much that now it's actually 20 years have gone. I just want to check on you. How are you? Or would you say like my brother Hamza saying, he wants to check with his children every day.
You're blinded.
No. Which one really and genuinely shows love and care?
Don't feed me questions like that.
Okay.
You've missed the point of double standard.
What is the double standard?
If you have traditional Islam, Muhammad did not have speakers, remove the speakers. You missed the double standard because you're focusing on your world so strongly that you don't even listen.
Oh, am I not listening?
Are you?
Yeah, attentively.
So another double standard is Muslims hide their women.
You want to see our women? Why? Why do you want to see our women naked?
But they have the highest.
Huh?
Let me finish the sentence.
Okay.
But they have the highest fertility rate.
Where's your evidence?
It is well known that the Islamic
Fertility or infertility? Which one?
fertility rate.
Oh, they're very fertile.
Number of kids.
Okay. Do you have a problem with that?
No.
Okay. So what are you discussing then? Double standard is?
Double standard is hide and have the highest fertility rate.
Yeah.
It's traditional Islam and have speakers. And
Do you hide your money in your bank?
when I
Sorry, it's very important for me. Do you hide your money in your bank or do you keep it open on your yard saying, this is my money? What do you do?
Don't give me a lot of questions.
No, I want to know. Do you, whatever you consider precious, do you hide it and protect it?
The way he ran there and grabbed his bike and brought it closer to him
Yeah.
because you felt that it might be stolen,
We
right?
are in London. I already got things stolen. That's experience.
So do you hide your money in your bank? I'm really interested in that.
Don't ask loaded questions.
It's not a loaded question. It's a
loaded
very
question.
important question to get answers to. Because if you hide your money in a bank, keep it protected under a safe and lock, I want to know why. Why?
I have a friend who pays zakat. And zakat.
No, you're not answering my question, are you? Why do you protect your money with safe key and lock? Why?
I'm not answering any of the loaded questions.
Then let's end it there. Let's end it there. Pleasure speaking to you, Peter. Regardless of our opinion, okay? Let's hope that the world becomes better by critical thinking people.
Thank you.
Yeah. May God guide us closer and closer. Take care. There's your bike.
Safe journey.